Welcome to C# .NET Tutorials. It's part 5, built-in data types. What is a data type in C#? In our real world, we use different types of data to represent numbers. Uh, Suppose if we want to say our age or our mobile number or some house number, we use numbers. If we want to say mobile number, something like 9999, like that, we use numbers. If you want to say your age, we use some 50, 30, 20, like that, we use numbers to represent age. Like this we use numbers in our real time world. And the names, if we want to say our name, we use some collection of letters ABC, like this. We will use collection of letters. This is one type of data representation, and numbers is one type of data representation. And if we want to say money, 100.50, 300.20, like this, we use decimal numbers to represent money. This is one kind of data. And if we want to say decision makings, if you want to say are you coming to movie, you need to say yes or no. This is a decision. This is one type of data in our real time world. And letters, if you want to represent some letters a b x y, like this, we can say these are letters. These are letters kind of data. So we have different kinds of data like numbers, names, money, decisions, letters. So we need to replicate the same scenario in our programming world also, so that we created data types based on these different sets of data. So in our programming world, how can we represent numbers? We can represent numbers using int, integer. Integer age equal to 100. So this is of type integer, so that we are saying I'm going to assign only numbers to you. So this is saying this variable will store only numbers inside it, so that it is a kind of numbers. Then let's look at storing names. So in our programming world C#, we use string data type to store names. Names mean some collection of letters. Suppose Venkat. So we are saying that this variable will store only a string type of data. That means collection of characters, series of characters. Okay. This is representing names in our real time world. If you want to represent money kind of data, decimal. Decimal salary equal to I want to assign some $1,000 or 1,000 rupees, $1,000. Okay, so I'm saying that we are saying that this salary variable will store only decimal kind of data. Suppose I want to provide some 1,000.50. So if we want to say that is a decimal, we are getting some error. See that red squiggly. You need to say m. It's a decimal data, money type. Then decision makings. In our programming world, if we want to represent decision making type of data, if we want to store true or false inside a data type, we have a data type called bool. So in this boolean, is manager yes or no? No. His, no means false. He is not a manager. Then letters kind of data. Gender. So character, gender. male. So like this, we use different kinds of data in our programming world. It's just program will always represent our real-time scenarios. So integer is used to store numbers. String is used to store collection of or a series of letters or characters. And a decimal will store floating points, decimal points. Boolean will store decisions, true or false. Character will store a single letter. So character stores single letter. We cannot give more than one. It will throw error. See that. Too many characters in character literal. Okay. These are the data types. A particular kind of data item as defined by the values it can take. What is a data type? Data type is a particular kind of data item as defined by the values it can take. Okay, that is a data type. Then data size, the size of data type in our real world. So let's look at one example. If we want to represent human being age, if we want to represent human being age, we always use 0 to 150 numbers maximum, so that uh, if we want to represent 0 to 150 numbers always, we can say this is limited to 0 to 150 range, so that we can take a small size of data type. So let's look at what is the size of integer. Remove this data, this also. If you want to find out the size of integer, console dot write line of, I want to see the integer size of integer. I want to check the size of, this is for what? Checking size of integer. Okay, size of integer. Let's look at the output. What is the size of integer? It displayed some value. It's 4. Size of the integer is 4. 4 means 4 bytes. So 4 bytes means we don't know from what value to what value it will store. So we need to find out the range. Checking range of integer. So to check range of integer means from what value to what value will it store. Console dot write line of integer dot min value. This is the minimum value it will store. Then max value. It will tell us what would be the minimum value integer can store, what would be the maximum value integer could store. See that. The size is 4 bytes. Then this is integer also stores negative values, some big range of values, but we need only 0 to 150 values. This is very big data type, so this is not suitable for our data representation, 0 to 150 values. So what can we do? To represent numbers in our C# programming language, integer is not only the data type. We have many other data types, like it depends on the size of the data. So integer is for some bigger values. So if we want to store small range of data. uh, yeah, console dot right line of size of byte. What is this byte? 8-bit unsigned integer. So byte is also, see that, represents an 8-bit unsigned integer. It is also going to store numbers, integer type, but it is having less size. Let's look at minimum value, byte dot minimum value, byte dot max value. This is how you can check what is the size of your data type, what is the min value of your data type, what is the max value of your data type. So let's check that what is the size of this byte value, byte data type. F5, yeah, running. See that the size of that byte integer is 1 byte. So size is 1 byte. Then the starting value is 0, the ending value is 255. This is correct for representing age. It will store only 0 to 255 values and only positive numbers, not negative numbers. But in case of integer, it will store 4 bytes of data and it will store negative range also, negative numbers also. So to represent age, we don't need to store negative values. We don't need to store values more than 0 to 100, maximum 200. So that range is enough to store age type. So this is how we can use data types in real time. So if we use integer also, it will work, but we are wasting memory. If we use integer, the system will allocate that much of size, but we are not going to use that anyway. We are going to use only till 0 to 150 range. So byte is the correct data type to use age. If you want to use store some currency millions of rupees or millions of dollars, then you go for integer. Definitely we need to represent some negative data, positive data, like that. If you want to represent like that, you can go with integer. So this is how we can find out the size of a data type and what is the minimum value it can store, what is the maximum value it can store. Okay, yeah. So this is for storing age. If we want to represent the employee salary, we use different range based on the employee salary. This is for checking out decimal, then decimal. Remove this, remove this. Yeah, run this. Wow, too much. 16 bytes. This is the range you can store data. That is awesome. Yeah, this is how you can find out the size and minimum value, maximum value of your data type. Then if we want to represent a message given on appraisal day, we use how many characters. For this we use a string data type. It can store immense data. We can store any number of characters in that. So actually string is not going to have any size. It can store any number of characters. Yeah. Size of integer data types. So byte is a very small one. It is having 1 byte of data. Short is having 2 bytes of data. integer is having 4 bytes of data, and byte is going to store only positive numbers 0 to 255. Short is going to store positive and negative numbers both, like this. See this, u short. What is u short? Unsigned. Here the short data type is signed data type, so that signed data type means we can store positive values and negative values both. Unsigned means unsigned short. U short means unsigned short. Unsigned means we can store only positive values. Okay, yeah, this is integer data types, and these are decimal data types: float, double, decimal, 4 bytes, 8 bytes, 16 bytes. Based on our requirement, based on our data storage, we can use different type. If you want to store a small range of data, you can go for 4 bytes, and then 8 bytes, then 16 bytes, like this. Size of boolean and character types. Boolean 1 byte, it is always going to store true or false, and character is going to store only one character in that. It's a monarch, 2 bytes. String, system dot string. String is going to store any number of characters, no size, no default size. Size of base time. Object is a base class. So this is very good important interview question. What is base type in C# language? In C# programming language, what is base type? Object is a base type. This is very good interview question. Object is the base type, and it is going to store any data type. Previously we saw that integer is going to store only integer data, and string is going to store only string data, and boolean is going to store only boolean. But in case of object can store any type of data, and it is a parent class of every type, in C# programming language. Let's see, let's create one variable, integer age equal to 100. Sorry, one missing, 00. See that? So it is valid. If I want to store some string value, it won't allow, because integer will store only integer type of data. But in case of object age equal to 100, I want to store integer. What happened? A local variable named age. Okay, the age name is already there. Let's some xyz. Yeah, so this is valid. Now I want to store some string data. This also valid, and I want to store some boolean, sorry, true or false, boolean data. It's also valid, 100.80m. This is also valid. So object can store any any data type. Object can store any data type. And one more is, object is the parent class. Object is the parent class of any class or any type inside C# programming language. Oh, yeah, these are built-in data types of C# programming language. Thank you for watching.